see. A jail full of shadows, with a monarch seizing desires, was it? All right. What say we go get you tested for drugs now?
Great line.
If you're gonna cook up some fantasy to sell me, maybe try a little less spice next time?
Just save it for now. We're about to take you into the cognitive world.
Cognitive world?
Follow us.
Huh? Where to, exactly?
Again, this is amazing. This is gonna be amazing.
So, are you gonna answer me, or... What? What is... This isn't real.
Everything here is real. Every last bit you can see.
Whoa. What happened? What are those outfits for?
Yep, just about what I expected.
This is our Phantom Thief attire.
Ha! What even is this? Where am I?
Questions. This is a jail. You are currently located within a jail.
Wait. Who are you?
I am Sophie, humanity's companion. Nice to meet you.
I am his phone's chat companion.
Oh, nice to... What?
Like, can you just imagine if you were in this place, suddenly everyone was wearing different clothes, you're in a surreal other world, and then the physical embodiment of, like, Siri or Alexa started talking to you? Yeah, that's what his brain is doing right now.
Chill out, Zenkichi. You've got to keep yourself together.
And then the cat from earlier looks like a cartoon and also starts talking to you.
Yeah. Right. I can't be losing my shit like... Monster Cat!
I am not a monster cat. I am Morgana.
Do you finally believe we've been telling you the truth?
The hell? How much did I drink last night? This just has to be a dream. I'm still passed out.
You holding up there, Gramps?
No need to worry. He's merely having a meltdown.
Please, Haru, do not use Psi on him. It will cause major technical damage.
That still sounds rather worrisome. Looks like we blew his mind.
Oh, brother. I suppose we may as well head back now.
And so, we broke Zenkichi. The end.
How did this... What's happened to me? Did I drive myself crazy trying to crack this case?
It's pretty fun watching him lose it.
His brain probably overloaded and he can't catch up. Why'd we even bother explaining it all beforehand?
We all reacted similarly during our first time. Ah, such innocence.
Oh, except Makoto, she figured it out pretty quickly.
Get a hold of yourself, Gramps.
Sheesh.
How long do you need to get it together? Come on, Earth to Zenkichi.
And cue even bigger freak out.
Huh? Oh, right. Right. Get it together. This cat said my name! Wait, are you that monster cat from that place? It's the monster cat!
I'm not a monster or a cat. Told you I am Morgana.
Since you're cognizant of Morgana speaking in the metaverse, you can understand him here now too.
See, I do still wish, I wish they had done this with Sojiro at some point, because it's still weird that Sojiro can't hear Morgana.
Cats can talk if I'm cognizant of it? That's really something.
I think he's going to need a little more time to process all of this.
First off, sorry for losing my cool like that. I think I get what's going on, though. Actually, none of it makes any sense to me. But I'm going to strive to understand.
If we're going to make a deal, then that will make us conspirators. Conspirators have to vow never to betray one another's trust.
So, you already know how all this works.
Well, I mean, we've kind of been through the whole betrayal shtick before.
All right. Your trust is repaid with mine. Help me figure out this nationwide change of heart business, and I'll make sure you're all protected. As long as you cooperate, I won't allow the police to lay a finger on you.
Really hope this guy has that kind of power.
That's my vow.
I have to.
Oh man. So he's really real, huh?
Now might be a good time to mention this. So, I don't play like a ton of games with Japanese dubs, but in the Japanese dub, Zenkichi is voiced by Shinichiro Miki, and the reason why that name sticks out to me is that he plays Randy Orlando in Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure, which only have Japanese dubs, and he is amazing in those games. Like, his acting is phenomenal. He nails both comedy and serious moments, and that's just the perfect voice actor for Zenkichi. And something that I only found out recently, Shinichiro Miki also is the voice of James in the Pokemon anime since the very beginning. And that explains so much. Like, he's just typecast as characters who seem like comic relief, but also have secretly really, really deep sides.
In that case, I'm gonna cut right down to it and ask for your help with a similar incident. PubSec has their eyes on Sapporo right now because of all the change of heart cases there.
That's really far north.
I need you in Sapporo Central City by August 8th.
Why does it need to be the 8th?
Our suspect's out of the country on a business trip until then. We're kicking off the investigation within the hour of their arrival back home.
I see. Very well.
So it's likely this suspect in Sapporo is another monarch, like Alice.
That could be. If so, then I'd have to ask you guys to handle it.
See, I like this because, like, it's another way of, like, getting you hyped up for the next antagonist, but at the same time, it's very different to the way the interrogation worked in the original P5.
So, we're heading to Sapporo Central in Hokkaido, huh? This'll be quite the little trip for us.
Sadly for Yusuke, it's the complete opposite direction to Kyoto.
Word of caution? You'll definitely want to avoid any sort of public transportation.
Now, here's a bit of this game that I consider low-key really creepy, and I don't get why more people don't talk about it.
You're gonna want to either drive or hoof it.
Why is that?
You revived the Phantom Thieves to deal with Alice. Any potential monarch will have heard about. The way they see it, you're a real problem. Especially if you go after their own desires.
They're definitely all on high alert now. They may even try to get rid of us.
There's no way to know who's brainwashed until after they act. What if one of them was the pilot of your plane?
Yeah, this right here, like, this is just horrifying to think about. The fact that you could just be on a plane and, like, the person piloting it, oh yeah, they're brainwashed by someone who controls a massive cognitive world, and, like, they can just kill you all.
But if we can't fly, how do we get to Sapporo?
Very slowly by car.
Find a car you can use. That'd be safest.
You're not gonna set us up with one?
Sorry, but I've got to keep this investigation top secret. Any aid would just leave a trail back to this deal of ours. Oh, and one more thing. Don't worry about the Alice thing. I'll fill you in once I'm done grilling her.
Yeah, just don't grill her too hard.
Well, here's to a solved case.
Same here, Zenkichi.
Right. Sorry I called you a monster cat, kitty.
Sushi. He likes sushi. That's how you make it up to him.
Oh, you'll be sorry.
Okay. You didn't go crazy. This is real, Zenkichi.
His English voice actor, I mostly know for playing Octodad. But Octodad doesn't actually talk full words, so that's not really a good indicator.
Talk about an effing buzzkill.
I mean, Hokkaido? Really? There goes our vacation down the drain.
I mean, Hokkaido's a really popular vacation destination for skiers.
Ain't this stuff happening all over Japan anyways? Even if we do solve this one, we're just gonna get sent off to some other city.
A traveling venture in cooperation with public security. I admit it doesn't sound all bad. We should stop by Kyoto as well.
Again, completely opposite direction.
Find that silver lining, Inari.
This trip isn't for our enjoyment. The case will still be our primary objective.
But I mean, we'll have some time to goof off.
But it's still summer vacation. Can't we have just a little fun?
Yeah, the 8th is way off from now. We can still do all kinds of shit before then.
Oh, I'd like to experience some regional cuisines. Yeah, sushi for me.
Yep, it's Phantom road trip time!
Oh dear. We can cut loose after the case is closed.
Yeah, Makoto very much has this the one paladin in a party of barbarians and rogues energy right now.
That being said, we should go over some things before we move on to the trip. First up is Emma. It seems like an ordinary app at first, but now we know that it has a hidden function that can access jails.
When will we ever get an app that is not weird and suspicious?
Yeah, it reminds me of the MetaNav.
To think something like that is being used nationwide, it sends a chill down my spine.
The app itself is fine though, right? I mean, you can just delete it if you want.
Yeah, but their servers probably still have all your data.
Plus, all the keyword and friend list functions work fine. If the app just let everybody slip into jails, wouldn't the whole country basically be pure chaos already?
True.
We've all registered as friends on it, but that didn't do anything strange in and of itself.
Where did this app come from, anyway?
It's run by a Japanese company called Mediz. They're an international IT firm. We're talking tens of thousands of employees.
That's quite the large-scale operation. With those numbers, they have to be a top-tier international enterprise.
So is this some evil mega corporation making jails or something?
But we can't use Emma the same way Alice did.
Well, maybe that's because we all got pure hearts, or something.
Moron.
There's a possibility that Alice had a special version of Emma.
What makes you say that?
Just an idea. I'm grasping at straws over here.
But it is a possibility.
Like administrative privileges?
If I got a hold of Alice's phone somehow, I should be able to see if her version of Emma is anything special.
Really? We should ask Inspector Hasagawa if he could confiscate it for us. I'll reach out to him later over it.
Alright, next topic. The jail. Each palace collapsed after the treasure inside was stolen. But the jail is still in Shibuya. Not only that, but the palaces are the manifestations of their rulers' cognitions. But that's not true at all in jails. Humans can have their desires seized from their shadows there.
And that would cause terrible things to occur to them in the real world.
Again, I feel like the jails are more similar to Tartarus and the TV world than they are to palaces.
When you put it all together like that, don't it sound even worse than palaces?
If these other bizarre incidents across Japan are genuine changes of heart, that means there are probably more jails out there.
There could be quite a few of them, considering how impossible it is to report on every incident.
So, we're working with the police to try and clear our names, but is that really enough?
How do you mean?
If the jails are as dangerous as we've seen, then wouldn't it be bad to just leave them alone? If stuff as awful as what happened in Shibuya is happening all over, aren't we the only ones who can stop it?
I mean, this was kind of the reason we became the Phantom Thieves to begin with.
That's right. You're absolutely right.
Yes, it's our job to save people suffering helplessly.
And give people courage.
Yeah, you said it. Great speech, Lady Ann. You've got us all fired up.
If that's the plan, maybe traveling by car will actually work to our advantage.
Right. We might find some more jails on the way to Sapporo.
That works for me. A little bit of a jailbreak spree along the way.
But how do we actually find the other jails?
We look for a large concentration of people who are all mindlessly worshipping one person. Yeah, I mean, it's not like that doesn't happen on, like, social media all the time.
Yes?
It'll only take us about 1,000,000 years.
I believe it may be time for the Sophia show.
I forgot that line.
Ooh, check the super AI!
I can detect any jails in the vicinity by scent.
For real?
By scent?
A jail emits a distinct signature. When I enter a jail's range, I can sense it.
Sophia, that is nuts!
Praise accepted.
There is still much we do not understand. But at least we now have a course of action.
Yeah, this is gonna be...
All of the above.
Hell yeah! I am psyched!
All that's left is to secure our transportation.
If this is going to fit all of us, won't it have to be pretty big?
We'll just have to rent something. Who knows what it'll cost us?
Money is no object to us. The prize funds for my most recent contest entry have finally come.
Okay, so two things out of this. One, Yusuke entered a competition and actually won a serious monetary prize, which is great. And two, does this mean the Yusuke being poor gag is officially over?
Oh, keep your snack money to yourself.
Well, we could deal with someone in the police. Maybe they'll help pay for our investigation. Nah, no way.
Didn't we just go through that?
Some pretty big transportation. I'm getting this feeling that Sojiro mentioned something along those lines once. Let's go ask him.
Was there like a failed attempt at making like a LeBlanc food truck? Honestly, that would be pretty cool.
A ride that could fit all of you.
Weren't you talking to someone about big transportation or something the other day?
Or was it big service?
Oh, you mean the guy I know with the camper? Yeah, he was whining about never having the time to use it, how it's just collecting dust.
And how it's the finest non-lethal military vehicle ever made. Since people are very unlikely to get that, that's Mystery Men. I was gonna make that reference with APCs and Advance Wars, and I never did.
Sojiro, that's it! Please go borrow that camper for us, please.
Does this have anything to do with what you guys are getting blamed for?
Yes.
Then I guess I don't have a choice. I'll give him a call. Sit tight till tomorrow.
Yes, we've been roped into a giant world-saving adventure again.
Yeah, now there's our chief. So considerate.
But listen up. No getting too wild out there, all right? And are y'all set with travel funds and whatnot?
Kind of.
Yes, we'd all been saving up for summer vacation.
Once art drove me to rags, but now it has propelled me to riches.
I get the feeling Yusuke's the kind of guy to blow all those winnings, though.
Yeah, we gotcha.
And so the end of July comes.
A camper? This is turning into some kind of coming-of-age flick.
Well, I mean, Zenkichi, you'd best start believing in coming-of-age flicks. You're in one.
Wait, are you guys and girls actually gonna sleep in that thing together?
Zenkichi, don't tempt the anime tropes, please.
No worries, the boys are all sleeping on the roof.
And we've got Makoto and her fist of justice with us if someone tries anything funny.
You tempted the anime tropes.
Oh, and I'm very handy with an axe.
Okay, that one there, though, that was actually good.
Yeah.
See, we're fine.
These sisters are really doing it for themselves. Fine, whatever you gotta do.
So, about what I asked for.
Ah, right. Alice's phone. Here you go.
Nice scores, Enkichi!
Hey, that's important evidence. No breaking it. Got that?
So, how was Alice anyway?
She was pretty upfront about the whole heart-changing situation. When people registered her as a friend on Emma, she noticed they'd suddenly grow obedient to her. At first, she was just curious what was going on. But she says she got such a thrill from making people do her bidding, she couldn't stop herself.
Yeah, that's about what I guessed.
It began with the friend registration.
Was there anything else?
The only other thing she did was apologize. That's all we got. But it does seem like she was telling me the truth.
The thing is, though, thinking about, let's just say, as of uploading this video, recent things that have happened with a certain YouTuber, it's just like, this kind of thing happens so much with people with big social media presences, and I do wonder if, like, fantastical stuff aside, all of this jail monarch stuff is sort of a metaphor for that.
So she didn't actually know anything about the jails or desires.
Well, I have to say, I wouldn't have bought one bit of it if you hadn't shown me what you did.
What in the hell?
What is it? Did you find something?
I thought I'd find some unique aspect to Alice's version of Emma. But nope. This is just the standard commercial version. It hasn't even been tampered with.
So we got nothing out of this?
I didn't say that. I did find traces of some snooping in her phone.
What do you mean?
Besides your own, you mean?
Someone was monitoring Alice's activity, either her smartphone usage in general or her Emma usage specifically.
Well, I mean, that sounds pretty typical of social media apps.
So, like...
That would mean there is still someone out there involved with this incident.
Someone is trying to sell Alice's data.
Do you see anything revealing the Monitor's origins?
Somewhere within the country. That's all I get from this.
Getting even that's quite the feat. You're real good, kid.
Never underestimate the techie of the Phantom Thieves.
So someone was tracking Alice. Who could it be?
One thing at a time. This isn't our only case to work. I'm sure we'll find more leads as we investigate the incidents. Well, I'll see you August 8th at Sapporo Central. Don't be late, got it? I'll reach out to you that day with the meetup location.
So that's a little over a week from now.
Time to return this phone to its rightful owner.
So Alice could put people in her jail because she was a monarch. Is that about right?
Since it didn't seem to be her version of Emma's doing, that seems correct.
I get where you're coming from, but we still shouldn't jump to conclusions. Like Zenkichi said, there's still plenty to look into.
That's true. We don't know enough about what's happening. We should gather more intel.
Hey, you guys still together? Then come on outside. Check out your wheels. Yo.
And the wheels have taken away his voice acting.
What?
Whoa!
Beautiful.
Thanks!
Yeah, I mean, I do kind of like the retro aesthetic of it. It looks old. Yeah, let's not crash it. But no, I want to compliment him because he's Sojo. He deserves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the question is, can we get... I like how Yusuke is still doing his finger framing.
Oh.
But yeah, I wonder if we can get Wi-Fi in there. Probably not. And that would likely drive Futaba insane. You know, I was actually just going to mention that. I guess I was subconsciously remembering this line. Oh yeah, you're like one of the only legal drivers out of all of us.
What's true?
Okay, still haven't spent those earlier bond points.
Hey, hey!
And when I said there are no confidants in this game, there aren't, but there are optional hangout events, often between jails. And you'll want to make sure you do these. Oh boy, this muscle memory is going to really mess me up having played Persona 3 Reload lately. So yeah, I guess everyone's investing in AI. So right now, we are actually at our last visit to Tokyo. So things are gonna really, really change coming up. And this is the point where I like to think that Strikers gets very, very interesting. The first arc, we're just in the same place we were in original P5. Now things change quite a bit. And yeah, it would be cool if Kawakami could come and help while we're out. And also, always examine this, because this line from Morgana is great. Yeah, I never fail to examine that in all of my playthroughs. Always do it. So yeah, we can take one last trip around, around Tokyo to see the sights. And as always, the moment that we send a calling card, everyone suddenly likes us again. Got a good amount of money, so okay, I don't want to buy too much, because basically I want to save some of my money for where we're going next, because there will be a lot of things to buy, and new vending machines. But yeah, if you need to stock up on stuff, do it now.
Hey!
Thankfully, everyone has some time off. You guys maybe have time off from college. No, you won't. But I mean, somebody else might if they ever had the wheel.
Let's come here again.
Yeah, for some reason, Takemi's not here. Some people have wondered if, like, it was just to prevent them from confirming whether or not her confidant is canon, which is also probably the reason why everybody still has their first-tier personas. It's just a general spin-off thing. Everyone, apart from the Persona 3 characters, have to just go back to their first-tier personas and spin-offs because the upgraded personas, even though Morgana's upgraded persona is canon because it's a plot-based confidant, anyway, it's mostly just that the early personas are the most iconic, especially in Persona 5. So they're obviously just the ones that will get used in spin-offs.
Yeah, let's go.
Isn't there, like, I feel like there's an ability, I think the hollow leg ability is in, like, World Ends With You, which makes it so that, like, you don't get full no matter how much you eat.
That's what I'm talking about.
No Ramen, No Life, the obscure spin-off of that anime. / light novel, I think.
Yeah.
But does he love ramen as much as Kenji does? As much as Naruto does? I don't know why it's a shonen, like, love-dense cliche to be like, oh, I thought you meant you love me as much as I love ramen. Persona 3 Portable, I'll just say. But I'll save talking about that until I get back to my Persona 3 Reload streams. Let's just say I like to believe that character is still canon, even in the male protagonist route. Oh, I guess there's 5 of us here. Oh no, show me the ramen just made me think of that pumpkin eating game with Bring Me the Pizza, because, like, I've seen a video of it, and I could barely sleep the night after I watched it, because I was just laughing, like, the whole night. It was just, I like glitchy things in games, and that video is simply titled, How to Win, and it just, look it up if you want to know what I'm talking about. It's, let's just say that browser games get weird if you abuse the autoplay feature. You know, one of these days we should take Sophia to see the Mega Beef Bowl.
For real?
Okay, wait, there's a for real that's not written out, but voiced. I'll have to take note of that.
So that's the story.
Awesome!
If I go down, I'm taking you with me! He looks surprisingly angry at customers who have presumably paid him a lot of money.
Oh no.
Gonna puke.
Good grief.
This was just like the buffet.
Whoa.
We've eaten burgers that were half the size of that, don't worry. And there we go, more bond points. Wow, another half a bond level. Yeah, if you don't have Bond Maker level 2 by now, I would highly recommend grabbing it, because there are going to be a lot of force bond points on the road. Or at least one on the road. In a lot of these events between jails, there will be a whole ton of, also that's understatement of the year, a whole ton of force bond point gains, so that's why I like to get Bond Maker early. Do you mean board games or like actual retro video games? They're kind of cool to play some. Oh no, just board games, travel game set. I don't think I don't remember this. This might be my first time seeing this. Look at it. The localizers must have had fun coming up with these fake brand names. But yes, it's Jonga, not Chenga, which would be the Critical Role way of saying it. It feels like I can't actually open up my fast travel menu. Or I'm doing it wrong, or unless I'm got Persona 3 muscle memory. I might have Persona 3 muscle memory. Oh no, playing both these games. Yes, I'm press the middle button. I do have Persona 3 muscle memory. So you can buy stuff in town still. Oh boy, it is insanely hot when I'm recording this. Okay, yeah. Funny thing is that my previous progress in Yakuza Like a Dragon, I was just in the middle of a quest involving a masochist who can no longer feel pain, and a dominatrix at a club who thinks she's losing her touch and wants to reclaim her old glory, presumably by making said masochist feel pain. So yeah. And that's tame by Yakuza side quest standards, mind you. Don't lend him too much. I mean, he kind of has to learn that, you know, there's a limit to simping. Big Clinky 2024. I don't think Lavenza has anything particularly unique to say here.
Hello, Trickster.
And it's so weird going back to this Velvet Room after Persona 3 Reload, which has, in my opinion, the best Velvet Room UI in the whole series.
Awaken your new self.
I don't exactly want to splurge on money here. But I can get slime out of 2 junk personas I don't need.
It seems that it choose.
I'll take more technical options.
Be born anew.
I do feel bad that I forgot to put Rakunda on Alice at the start of the fight. But anyway. Now we have Blime! I don't know if I said that before, but like that's Ratchet and Clank. There are some slime enemies that say Blime! Whenever you like shoot them, and it gets higher and higher pitched as they split into smaller slimes. And now I can get some more personas, but I don't think I really want to.
It seems that it can gain new power.
Yeah. Let's just say I know Hypixie and Bereth will be obtainable as masks in the next jail, so I'm not really in a huge hurry to grab those right now. Oh, that Phantom Thieves are back. That's fully voiced. Also, don't worry about getting things from Big Bang Burger. It's a chain, obviously. It's everywhere we'll go, and some places will have much better burgers. In fact, the one we're going to next has the best Big Bang in all of Japan. However, I do want to make sure that I,
That's super recommended. Thanks for your business.
give Valley Girl a bit of patronage.
That's super.
I just said before there was a limit to simping. I'm not taking my own advice. Is it possible to simp for a voice? No, don't answer that.
Let's go.
And so, we're not able to watch Dragon Like a Yakuza, a Goro Majima musical, part 3. Majima everywhere. Yeah, sadly, no lottery for us. Also, sadly, the guitar playing guy is never here. I miss him. I don't miss the cult, though. I'm glad they're gone. But I do miss Rise's poster. And even though it's not going to really help until we get to the next jail, I will spend some bond points. So let's see. I can level up. I can get Phantom Striker. Let's actually get that. Some Phantom Dashes are quite strong, especially in the next dungeon. I kind of want better deals. And I guess I can get Joker's Wild. This one, for some reason, Joker's Wild has so many levels. It has like more levels than any other bond skill. I don't know why.
Hey.
I think we're all set. Now here's the really sad part. Sojiro's major role in the story is coming to an end. He won't be nearly as involved for the rest of it.
Yo.
But Sojiro is, as always, amazing. Pork, onion, and rice. Huh. Wonder what we'll do with those.
You sure you kids gonna be okay on your own?
We'll be fine. I mean, probably.
Take care, boss.
Same to you. Be careful out there.
Thanks, bye.
Yeah, summer vacation, here we come!
So this is a bit of a realization of an early concept of Persona 5. That would be backpacking across the world. In this case, it's just Japan, but still.
You look unusually serious, Inspector Hasegawa.
Oh, Commissioner Kaburagi. My apologies. I've been short on sleep. I've not been on an undercover case in quite some time.
Also, his brain's been completely scrambled from things, but don't tell her that.
I wholly understand. Have you liaised with the Phantom Thieves?
Affirmative. I've gained their cooperation.
Oh, so that was all part of his plan, huh?
However, proceedings are touch and go. Some of them are also very quick on the uptake.
Some of them? I know certain members will take offense to that.
Nevertheless, I guarantee you that I will win them over.
Understood. As expected from someone so dependable.
Well, I still owe you for taking me under your wing. I'm happy to do whatever you require.
Keep at it until you get to the bottom of this case. But do not get too attached to them. At this point, their arrest is an inevitability.
Oh, you say that.
Attached? I haven't been attached to anything in a long time.
So you say. And how's the girl? Go home. At least every so often. Understood?
Ma'am. No way she's buying anything about that world. I've got to wring a lead out of them. Don't take it personally, Phantom Thieves. All I want is for this case to be solved. And I'll use you however I have to.
So maybe we can't trust that guy. But now to a transition I love. We're on the open road. Still the same day, though.
Yo, where are we now?
Looks like we're coming up on Tochigi Prefecture. We've come a pretty long way.
Tochigi. Tochigi is famous for the Nikko Toshogu Shrine, dedicated to Tokugawa Ieyasu.
And his Dialga and Metagross.
I heard the monkey sculptures there are adorable. I wonder if we'll get to see them.
Wait, no, hang on. No, Tokugawa has Registeel. I'm thinking of Tadakatsu, who had those Pokemon.
Ooh, I want strawberries! Let's go strawberry picking!
Apparently, Gyoza's pretty big there too. Utsunomiya is supposed to be the place for it.
You say gyoza? Oh, hell yeah. We're gonna get some, right?
I believe this is the only one that wasn't mentioned really before. We had that back in Tokyo.
Of all the things to get excited about.
Oh, it's understandable. We could all use some time to unwind every now and then.
And just obligatory mention, but I love the fact that Strikers was able to incorporate downtime moments while still keeping the main story well paced. I do think it's one of the better Persona games for pacing and balance in that regard.
And besides, we've already discussed it. We could just go straight to Hokkaido, but we decided it would be more worthwhile to check out a variety of places rather than just one.
Basically just explaining for the benefit of the audience.
And there might be jails in other cities besides Shibuya and Sapporo.
Not only that, but the supposed monarch of Sapporo won't even be in town till the 8th. We have the time. There's no reason we shouldn't make use of it.
I guess you have a point.
Wait, say we find a jail before that. Does that mean we're sorta hunting for monarchs along the way? Oh, we're taking the Phantom Thieves to a whole new level. This is starting to feel real badass.
Well, if there is a jail, I'm sure Sophia will let us know.
Leave that to me. I should be able to handle it. I think.
You'd think the AI would be a little more sure of herself.
Yeah, seriously, who or what are you?
I'm humanity's companion.
There she goes singing again.
Don't think too hard about it. I'm sure we'll learn more if she sticks around. Isn't that right, Sophia?
That's right, An. Oh, that reminds me, Mako-chan. You've been driving this whole time. Are you doing okay? I have my license too, so I could always drive if you want.
Well, you just got yours, Haru, so I'll try to handle as much of the driving as I can.
Does anyone else have their license? I don't.
Apologies, I do not.
Yeah, Yusuke clearly doesn't have the time.
Me neither. I want to get mine soon, though. Do you have one?
Yeah, the only option is to deny it, thus proving, thus maintaining consistency with that comment to, Yoshizawa back in Persona 5. I drive without a license, too. Technically true.
Well, I guess we did just reach driving age.
At this point, I kind of expect Morgana to want to get a license. That would be interesting.
Sorry, Mako-chan. Don't push yourself too hard, okay?
I won't. Although we might be taking more breaks. I wouldn't want to put any of us at risk.
You know, it would be kind of funny if he actually got his license in hhis stint as a human during Maruki's reality, and it was somehow still valid.
That's fine by me. We want our Makoto to stay nice and well rested.
So you're going to keep driving, Makoto?
I think so, for the time being.
That sounds difficult. Is there anything I can do to help?
I mean, you could be GPS.
Well, since you've asked, do you think you could find a place to stop and rest? I could probably use a break. We can have lunch there, too.
Stop, revive, survive. An actual slogan in Australia.
Okay, I'd be happy to. There's a riverbank up ahead that should be perfect.
Lunch by a river, huh? Oh man, this is feeling like a real road trip.
Now I feel like now I wish I was doing this. I've taken a lot of road trips.
Yo, this spot is perfect.
Is this even real? I've only ever seen this kind of place online.
Seriously. Ugh. And this is the perfect weather for cooking outdoors, too.
Somehow, everyone's gazes just turned to Joker.
Shall we get started then? Boss gave us some ingredients, didn't he?
Oh, this is going to be so nice. Cooking lunch with everyone.
You know, maybe I should have actually saved some
Alright, we'll leave the main course to you.
bond points for that, oh well. So, welcome to cooking. Another reason why I say this is where Strikers really opens up, because cooking, what is it with, like, in a lot of JRPGs, whenever you can, like, cook your own food, it's usually vastly better than anything you can buy in shops, and that's true of this game as well. You need ingredients, and you can learn recipes in a few ways. This is why I save cash, by the way, because as soon as we arrive in our next city, I'm buying a bunch of recipes. You want to. So we can't make LeBlanc coffee. For some reason, coffee beans became insanely rare in Japan after this would be 2017, as of when this game is set. But yeah, coffee beans are quite rare. They usually only show up in Sophia's sales and in very, very rare shops. But we do have pork, onion, and rice, so we can make LeBlanc curry. And it gives 20 SP to all allies.
Ooh, something smells great. I think we have a winner.
Glad we were able to pack such a big pot.
I know that smell. That's Sojiro's curry, no doubt. Oh, my stomach. I need...
The rice has been prepared. We're ready whenever.
That's like the hammiest ready for food anyone has ever been, but then again it is Yusuke.
Oh, it's so good. I could eat this forever.
I'm just noticing Morgana just on the hood of the van, just really far away.
Indeed. And to be surrounded by nature in all its splendor makes it taste that much better. Is there more?
Sorry, Inari. The great phantom thief Futaba just swiped the very last plate.
Last! Fate is cruel.
Oh, come on, don't act so depressed. It's not like it's the end of the world.
You will! Please do.
Ah, that was killer. I can't even move.
That's probably because of all the ramen you filled up on before the trip.
I'm full too. How about I pour us some tea and we can all just relax?
I'm down. Ooh, why don't we roast marshmallows later on, too?
Jeez, you're seriously still thinking about food?
What of it? There's always room for sweets.
All right, we'll finish our break with some tea and sweets, then get going.
And like I said, more 4 spawning points, which means I can afford the cooking upgrade. And even the loading screen's changed.
I feel like we've been on the road for a while. Where are we now?
We are gonna have to sleep mode Sophia when we go to bed, otherwise that light is gonna keep us up all night.
We'll be entering Sendai soon.
We made a lot of stops, but no sign of any jails, huh?
Well, I'm definitely feeling a little more relaxed now. I wouldn't want those things popping up everywhere. Also, it's getting kind of dark. How about we call it a day?
Yes, we should decide where we want to stay for tonight.
Shouldn't we eat first? What's good in Sendai?
As far as local delicacies go, there's always beef tongue. There's plenty of specialty shops around.
Yeah, I hear that's good. I'm not really sure that I'd personally like to try tongue, but at the same time, it sounds more appetizing than brains.
Nonsense. Delicious as that sounds, we must go to Mount Aoba Park and see the remains of Sendai Castle.
You know, that would probably be my decision too.
They house a statue of the late Lord Date Masamune. I'd very much like to see the one-eyed dragon for myself.
Yes, that is, I think, that's actually the name of his super move in Pokemon Conquest.
I want to take a bath first. I'm not sleeping in the camper all sweaty and sticky.
Jeez, we're all over the place on this one.
Well, what should we do?
Rock, paper, scissors, Yoshitsune. I call Yoshitsune.
This is where I come in. Searching. Overnight parking lots, beef tongue, Date Masamune, and nearby bathhouses.
I really hope this doesn't turn up some weird fanfiction.
Leave it to me. I'll find the most efficient route to everything you've suggested.
Wow, you can do all that, Sophia?
It's nothing special. I'm just doing a wide search and lining up our destinations. We should first head to the parking lot at Mount Alba Park. Then we can walk to the statue of Masamune. Huh?
What's up?
This smell. There might be a jail here.
I guess we've got work to do in Sendai after all. And I think on that note, I'm going to leave you on a cliffhanger. I'll see you next time as we enter Sendai.